Hey, what's up guys, Rado here with Dirt and Iron. So this is my first test of FLEXX handlebars. I'm still on the red elastomers. I did a little bit softer because I wanted to see it move in my hands like that. And also I removed the spacers, the risers, because I was feeling it's too high and I just want to have it stack, test it like that. This is my warm-up loop. Last time I was here on my YZF Yamaha. So I'm just gonna ride this trail because I ride this every single time I come riding. I kind of warm up here. So I'll go for a quick ride and give you my first impression. Wow. Like all this, wow. You know the little bumps, little rocks that would usually give me hit into handlebar. I see them in front of me, but then I just go smooth through them, like this right here. Wow. Wow, man, so different. It feels really plush, like your suspension is really plush, but I haven't done anything to my suspension. It gives me a little more confidence. I want to go a little faster. It might backfire, so take it easy. Wow, so much smoother. I'm going kind of hard now. Hope you can see it on the video. These are the jumps here. So that was my warm-up loop. Down and up. Man, these things work. Maybe you could tell I was a little bit faster and I didn't pay too much attention to the small bumps. Like normally those kind of bumps, if I go this fast, they will already be taking handlebars out of my hands. But because of this FLEXX, I feel more control over the bike. It's one thing. I feel my hands, but it's not as before. I mean, I can just keep going now. It's not like it's hurting to the point I need to stop. And I went pretty hard this last section, as you can see. I went pretty hard, and few spots, if I don't have these bars, it would be close to a crash. Normally that would happen. But what I notice now, because these bars are so nice and soft, that the suspension sometimes get the hit from the rack and it kind of jumps off the rack. So that would normally take out the handlebars from my hand, or at least try to. But because of these handlebars, even though my wheel jumps off the rack, the bars still stay in my hand. I got about 7 hours riding on these bars. First I started with the red elastomers, which is the strongest, FLEXX, and then I changed it into a yellow ones, which is like a medium strength, and I like it more because I can feel that it just smooth out the ride. It's really smooth. And some of you ask me if I feel the movement, if it's disturbing, but not at all. I mean, you can. I feel when I hit something that it's like I have a very plush suspension. So my bars, they go with the suspension. They don't move back and forth. They just go down, up and down. So they don't go up when you pull on them. But when they compress, they will come back to its position. So you just kind of feel like it's an extension of your suspension. You don't really feel it's something that is disturbing, something that is annoying. Of course it moves a little bit, but you get used to it very quickly and it comes very natural. It doesn't feel like it's weird. It's not like moving all over the place. You still maintain a lot of control over your bike. Actually, you get more control over your bike with these bars. Even though they move, you feel that you are in control. You feel that it's much smoother and you can do more things on a bike. You know, normally when I ride and I see this rag about this big sticking out from the ground, and it's too late to avoid it, so I just have to hit it, right? And I expect to get this hit into the handlebar, hit right in my hand, or if I'm a little bit in the turn or something, I feel like the bars are coming out of my hands. But with these handlebars, these kind of small things, they just disappear. I go smoothly through it. It's really, you can really notice it. Once you ride with it, you can really notice the difference. You know, there's this one section that I always go to. It's about 50 feet of a rocky section. Rocks about this big, like a soccer ball, and they're a little bit rounded. So you can ride through it. But before, when I rode through it, I always felt like I don't have control over the bike. The bike was just jumping all over the place. Sometimes I would lose it, so I had to stop and start it again and go again. I didn't feel like I can just go wherever I want. But with these bars, it really was so smooth that I could maintain the control of the bike, and I could pick my line and just go through the section way better than before. So definitely these bars, they improve my riding. And I went hard for about 30 minutes riding, and I didn't really feel a lot of arm pump. Of course you can feel it. I mean, this is not a miracle product. You can still feel the arm pump and you still feel the bike and everything, but it definitely improves. I would recommend it to guys like myself. I'm 35, I'm not getting any younger. So I start feeling my hands, and it's becoming an issue. The older I get, the more and more issue it will become. So for guys like myself, if you are in early 30s, late 30s, or somewhere there, you have a little more money because you already kind of settled down, right, by that age, then paying $360 for a product that will allow you to go faster, harder, for a longer time, have more fun, and just keep more control over the bike, ride better, I think it's worth it. I think I would spend that money. If you are 17 years old and you're, you know, riding motocross somewhere, or you just go really hard, you're a young guy, you don't need things like this. You can wear a little more. That's my opinion. So yes, I would recommend it for guys who are a little bit older. For the young guys, maybe take these $350 and put them somewhere else where you can use it better. But for us, for myself and guys like me, I think it's a really good product. Now, you know, I have a new website. I'll put it below in the description, and I decided to sell some stuff on my website. If there is a product, there is a mod that I test and I like, I will try to make it available on my website. So I'm starting with these handlebars. FASST company, they allow me to sell it. I became their dealer, so I can sell all their product on my website. There is a link below in the description. You can go there. I listed the most common bands you can choose from, or if you want to get something that is not on my list, just let me know. I can get anything that comes from FESCO company. And also, buying through me, you can still get the same warranty and the same customer care from FESCO company. So you're not losing anything. You're helping me big time, that's for sure. I definitely plan to do more videos. My next thing would be to take these bars and mount them on my WR 450, because this is a motocross bike and the suspension is motocross. I tried to tune it, but it's not really great. But my WR 450 has the suspension that is tuned for enduro and for my weight, so I can really feel the difference with that suspension. So I want to get these bars, put it on the good enduro suspension, and go hard for 1 hour on my trails that I usually go, and then see how it feels. And the next stage, what I want to do is put them on my motocross bike, go on a track and jump, go hard, and see how many laps I can do in the beginning. Because normally I do 2 laps and I have to take break when I'm starting. So I'm really curious if these bars will help me to go 3 laps or 4 laps in the beginning and see how that feels. Alright my friends, that's about it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget, you can get this t-shirt also below in the description. I'll put a link. And don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.